Hey everyone, it's Matt, aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to take a look at 3 immersive armors for Fallout 4, and these are going to be in the kind of Milsim slash futuristic soldier vein, which I think actually looks really good in Fallout 4, which explains why you see so many of these mods on the mod pages, because there's a lot of them, and they look good in the game. So you saw one in my previous video. If you haven't checked that out already, I'll link it above. I was using like an SAS tactical type armor outfit that I found, and I thought it was pretty cool, but that actually gave me the idea to do this video, which not only had that same style, but then also another mod that actually had kind of a futuristic look to it. So I figured they all kind of look like they are a part of the Fallout 4 universe. I find these to be immersive mods, so if that's something you think as well by the end of this video, then that's awesome, but if not, they're just some really cool armors to check out. I'll have timestamps in the description as well if you want to come back and look at a particular mod or want to get a better look at one of the ones showcased in this video. If you like these types of videos for Fallout 4 and Skyrim, and some fun and helpful game videos on the Xbox and the Xbox Series X, feel free to subscribe and then like the video as well if you enjoyed it. But right now, let's jump into some immersive armors for Fallout 4. First armor mod we're going to take a look at is the Federation Elite PMC armor, and if that sounds familiar to you at all, if you played Call of Duty in the past, maybe Call of Duty Ghosts, well, this is pretty much that armor, and you can put it on. There's 4 different variants, and after you install this mod, you're going to want to go to your nearest cooking station and make the armor there. It's actually not at the chemistry bench. I'm going to start off with the light PMC armor because it's actually my favorite, and you'll see why here later in the video, but I'll just real quick, there is some clipping going on with the Pip-Boy and the chin straps on the helmet, so that is something to be aware of when you're looking at the other armors, is that will most likely happen in your game as well, depending on what kind of mods and body mods that you might have active at the same time. Right out of the box, so you will see what the armor looks like for the other variants just based off of this one variant, because they all look the same, and if you play Call of Duty Ghosts, you kind of know what to expect. You know that there's just variations of the same armor, it's just like added equipment and things on top of it. But even so, those additions are actually pretty cool and make kind of each set pretty unique in the grand scheme of things, and immersive in the sense that you have a ton of equipment on you at pretty much all times, because the game is you looting and shooting your way across the wasteland. So it makes sense to have something like ammo on your back or shotgun ammo on your chest. The detail won't blow you away, but it will separate this mod from anything else you're going to see in the vanilla game already. Makes it a nice addition, but it doesn't necessarily look out of place either. Now that is the gist of what the mod looks like, but now let's get into the maybe not so great things about the armor, which we went over already just a little bit, but there is things like clipping that you have to see for yourself to actually see how bad it can be. Now I kind of run without a helmet just because I don't want to run into it, or I don't want to see it in my game, because it is a little bit unimmersive when you see it. I like the light armor because there's less clipping there, and even on the Pip-Boy it's not a big deal. But with the balaclava and the hazmat face mask, which at least for the face mask I would actually probably wear, but both the shotgunner outfit and the heavy armor outfit actually kind of obstructs your Pip-Boy, so you can't see exactly what you're doing. So unless you're actually on the apparel page and can take that armor off before you pick your next destination to fast travel to, or see where the heck you're going, you can't see it all. Overall though, I think the mod is a great addition to the game, so let me know what you all think about it in the comments down below. Clipping or not, this is some cool armor, so let's jump into our next cool set of armor. Customized Rogue Soldier armor would go on my list as the futuristic of the 3, and this looks like it's more kind of Institute based, like it's something you might get from the Institute at the end of the game. There's 4 different helmets in this mod, as well as 8 different outfits. As you can see, the helmets slash headgear have more variation in them than the actual outfits, whereas the outfits are more of just like different patterns. There won't actually be like drastic changes per set, so those are mainly just how they look. But once you craft one of the executioner armors, which you can craft at the chemistry station this time around, you can actually just go to the armor workbench and switch out the different sets or the different look of the armor there. And it's pretty easy to do, so if you want, you can create like 8 sets and then just kind of go through them and just have one of each. But that would be very confusing with the inventory management in this game. I'd probably just recommend trying the different sets out and seeing which one you like and sticking with that one. There is some clipping going on with this one as well, but surprisingly the actual headgear, like the headset that you can put on, that one doesn't appear to have any clipping issues at all. It just is super close to your mouth. Let me know what you think of that one in the comments down below, but for right now let's jump into our last armor mod. Last but certainly not least, because this is probably my favorite one, is the COD Milsim Shadow Company armor. And this is another Call of Duty armor. It's actually from the Modern Warfare series, so if you're familiar with that, you'll know exactly what this armor is. This one costs the most space, but I actually think it's the most detailed, aside from the straps that actually hang from your back. Because of the physics in Fallout 4, they might look a little weird. But other than that, there's some variations in the helmets, and then there's also some variation in the outfit, but that really is just the grenades on the front of the vest. There is some clipping going on again with those chin straps, but that can be changed if you have a balaclava on, so that's not really a big deal, or if you're just really antsy about that in conversations, which it can look bad on occasion, but for most of the time it's fine. Just like with the first armor we looked at, I would not hold it against this mod at all because it looks really cool. I think if anyone was downloading this armor, even if they hadn't even really played Call of Duty before, they just think it was a really cool like military simulation type armor anyways. And it really fits in the game because it's like if you were to go to like a gunner hideout or something, you could find something like this there. So you could even weave some role-playing elements into it as well. And that is it for all the armors that we're going to look at today. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will link the previous video I did on armors that you can actually download for not much space at all. And that's actually something I kind of want to keep doing, is making armor videos like this, especially ones that don't take up a ton of space. Although we probably will look at those as well, because there are a lot of mods that take up a lot of space, and we do want that space, but we also want our game to look good, but then also play well. So we kind of want to get all those things working together. So that way, if there's a variety of things on the channel to take a look at, then that way you all can use that to your advantage. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you're using any of these, or if you're using something similar, like I said earlier in the video, and want to put it down in the comments. I'm always down for some suggestions, and it might give somebody else some ideas as to what to look for. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.